Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for being here today. So, please take a seat. Thank you. And now, let's continue with our presentation. First of all, let me introduce my business. It's called Vibes and Body. This business is focused on the fashion brand that provide the best clothes and the most comfortable clothes that you can wear. And now, this business is located at Bukit Bintang at Kuala Lumpur. This business also provide the stylish fashion accessories like belt, brooch, hat, and scarf. Okay. And now let's continue to the next slide. So, for the first thing I want to present is about management. I'm Muhammad Nizam, is a CEO of this business, CEO of the Bukit Empire business. Okay. Now, as a CEO, I'm the top level of management. So, in business, we have three level management. This means top level, middle level, and low level. So, me as a top level. So, I'm gonna tell you what skills that CEO must have. So, CEO must good at the manage people, communicating vision, also building a strong relationship with employees, board investors, and also the customers. Okay. Now, the CEO also need to help the employees to see the big pictures and steer organization strategically as a also have a long-term planning and organization design. So continue to the middle level of management. That means Nur Harija as a finance manager. So what skills the financial manager have? She must have a leadership. Also, she must have a good in the communication and negotiation. As a financial manager, strategic financial planning, she must have a strategic financial planning, risk analysis, and decision support. But for the marketing manager, he must have a strategic planning, have a marketing targeting, and also aligning with the business goal. And now we go to the third level of management. We have low level management, team leader Shafika. So for the team leader level skills, he must have a good communication. She must good on the conflict resolution. Also, she's good at basic planning, goal alignment, and workflow improvement. So for my last team, we have a supervisor, Darwish. For the supervisor skill, he must have a staff supervision, motivation, communication, performance management. So, for supervisor, he must have a good knowledge about SOP, equipment handling, and reporting, also training. So, for the last skill for supervisor, he must have a workflow planning, team alignment with goals, and problem solving. This is same because they both in a low level management. So let's continue to the other slide. And now let's continue to the next slide, which is decision making. Decision making, we have two type of decision making. This means program and non-program. For program, it have a repetitive and common, soft using standard procedure or policies, and also low risk and easier to manage. But for the non-program, it have uncommon and complex, no clear rules or procedure, and it have high risk and uncertainty. Okay, so here is a simple problem: how to solve the issue of the clothes quality. And now we see here. In the decision-making process, we have 7, which is number 1, identifying opportunities and diagnosing problem. Number 2, identifying objective. Number 3, generating alternative. Number 4, evaluating alternative. Number 5, reaching decision. Number 6, choosing implementation strategy. And the last one, we have monitoring and evaluating feedback. That's all from my part. Let's continue to the next person to the presentation, Adria.
I will be explaining about planning in our business. First, let's look at our vision. Our vision is trust brand through quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction. This means we are committed to producing high quality shirts. Next, our mission is to create stylish and comfortable shirts for everyday wear. We want our customer to feel confident and comfortable in our clothing. We also have a standing plan, which includes policies, procedures, and rules. For policies, we have 4 steps, which is fabric, size, stitching, and finishing. For procedures, after quality check, we iron the shirt, fold them neatly, and pack them properly. And the last one is rules. Rules. All workers must wear clean clothes and maintain hygiene to ensure cleanliness and quality at every step. Lastly, we also prepare for one-time event using a single-use plan. For program, we have to promote our brand at fashion fair. We also prepare for one-time events using a single-use plan. For example, we have a program to promote our brand at fashion fair. We plan to launch limited trendy shirt samples, and the budget is 12,000 for 3 days event. That's all for me. Next, I will pass the presentation to Shafika.
Continue your presentation.
For organization, we have 2 types of structure, but I want to touch functional structure since this is my recommendation for this business. There are several advantages for employee of Burger and Vibes. Alright, for organization, we have 2 structures, which is functional structure and customer structures. But I would like to touch functional structure since this is my highly recommendation for this business. There are several advantages, which is we could increase skill development within each team. Experienced managers have the chance to teach their team members the same skill they possess, resulting in an enhanced skill set for all involved. Other than that, we can minimize cost of operating by organizing employees according to business function. Department can reduce the chance for multiple departments to complete similar works. Giving tasks to individuals with the right skill also save money because work gets performed more efficiently. Alright, despite its advantage, it also contains disadvantage, which is it gives a competition between departments. As employees within each department work together, they begin to operate as a team with a focus on achieving specific goals. This goal-oriented mindset, while typically may prompt competition between departments. Okay, let's go for our customer structure. There are several advantages, seems like functional structure. Let's go for our customer structures. These structures also contain advantage for our business, which is we could increase operational effectiveness. If clients are arranged according to very specific criteria, it enables those who are sales, customer support, or financial manager to easily manage their interactions. Other than advantage, customer structure also contains disadvantage to our business, which is the exhaustive need for resource is the key to the duplication of resources, as every customer group may need its own department like marketing or human resource. It is how problematic to deal with customer segment due to the reason that this customer segment become less communicative, and coordinating them become leverage. The initiative may also come with an internal conflict for the available resource and management attention. Finally, the appraisal, which is transversal to customer sections. It is not easy to handle because of the varying goals. Alright, next, let's go to our types of organization structure. Alright, for this part, I would like to choose top organizational structure for our business. Let me explain it through it. A tall organizational structure means that the employees are in a close position of supervisor in such a way that a manager usually has only a few subordinates to deal with. This arrangement helps to ascertain that work is being carried out properly and by the standard. Furthermore, the organization of the structure possesses the clear chain of command and the duty of each individual, which is actually the first step to avoid work conflict and confusion. As the managers possess a lesser number of the subordinates, they will be able to give more concentration, help, and care to the staff. Consequently, the higher number of managers in the organization enhance the discipline and management of the whole organization. Alright, that's all from me. So let's move on to our next presentation, which is Darish.
So I'm going to talk about motivation. Motivation is physiological process that gives purpose and direction to behavior. So we have two types of theory, which is theory X and theory Y. This theory was introduced by Douglas McGregor in 1960s to explain how managers' assumptions about their workers can affect the way they manage. So, for theory X, which is negative view, some managers believe that employees are lazy and dislike work. They think employees must be forced, monitored, and controlled strictly. This causes low motivation. Low motivation, employees don't put in much effort. Low motivation, employees don't put in much effort. Second is too much control, and third, lack of trust from managers. So theory one, managers believe that employees are responsible and enjoy working. They trust employees to do their job without needing to be watched all the time. For example, this creates trust and respect. Employees treated as capable and mature. Secondly is positive work environment. And thirdly, employees take responsibility. So we go to Maslow hierarchy needs. Maslow explained that human needs can be arranged in a pyramid of 5 levels. Firstly is physiological needs. Physiological needs such as basic things like food, water, salary, and working conditions. Second is security, such as job security, emotional and financial safety at work. Thirdly is social needs, such as friendship, teamwork, and good relationships at the workplace. Okay, so next is self-esteem.
And betul self-esteem and self-actualization. Oh, okay, so
Self-esteem, feeling recognized and valued by managers, increase motivation and confidence. So lastly is self-actualization, the highest level. Employees work because they love what they do and want to achieve their full potential. Okay, so now I'm going to explain about reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory. Okay, so now I'm going to explain about reinforcement theory. Reinforcement theory is proposed by B.F. Skinner. This theory states that behavior is shaped by its consequences. Employees tend to repeat reward behavior and avoid punishment. Okay, so first is positive reinforcement, giving a reward after a good behavior to encourage it to happen again. Second is negative reinforcement, removing something unpleasant after a good behavior to encourage it to continue. Third is extinction, the behavior stops when the reward is no longer given. And lastly is punishment. Punishment is giving a negative consequence after a bad behavior to reduce or stop it. So now I'm going to pass the presentation to Arija.
So today I will be presenting about the leadership style and how it is applied in a company setting. So first, this presentation will focus on two leadership theories, which is the Ohio State study based on the behavior theory and the PAC goals theory based on the contingency theories. The PAC goals theories, the PAC goals theories focus on set expectation. For example, they set a deadlines for clothing collection and give step-by-step guideline on how to complete the task. These PAC goals theories have four behavior. The first one is directive behavior, which is the leader give a clear instruction and set expectation. This might be an example. For example, they set a deadline by clothing collection and give a step-by-step guideline on how to complete the task. The second one is the supportive leadership behavior. The leader creates a friendly work environment during busy time like a holiday lunch. They show empathy by offering flexible hours or additional staff support. The third one is the participative behavior. The leader involving employees in decision making. This might make the employees feel valued and motivated. And the last one is the achievement-oriented leadership. This leadership set a high goals to push employees to grow. For instance, they might ask the marketing team to boost online sales and provide the tools and training to succeed after achieving these goals. Reward like a bonus, vacation, or salary might be given as a recognized high performance. The next one is about Ohio State study. This theory highlights two main behaviors: initiating structure and consideration. For the initiating structure, the leader gives a clear task, instruction, and deadlines. This helps the team stay focused and organized, especially during event or product launch. The next one is consideration. The leader shows care for the team well-being and by being friendly, understanding, and supportive. They listen to problems and offer help when needed. By using both behavior, the leader maintains a balance between task completion and employee happiness. And in conclusion, this leadership style shows how combining structure and support involvement and motivation can help the team succeed. Let's move to the controlling slide. Let's move to the controlling.
Now, I will explain about the controlling function in management. Controlling is done through a control process which involves four main steps. The first one is set standards. We aim to expand in ourselves by 2030, which focusing on quality, style, and service. This becomes our performance benchmarks. Second, measure performance. To achieve that, we run regional campaigns, participate in fashion events, and work our brand presence actively. Next, compare results. We have successfully entered 2 markets while our target is 3. Although product quality and customer satisfaction are good, our sales and brand awareness are still low. And the last one is respond to deviations. To improve, we plan to train more staff and upgrade machinery to boost efficiency and performance. Next, I'm going to talk about types of control.
There are three types of control that we apply in our operation. The first one is straightforward control. We check suppliers to quality and safety. Staff are trained on service standards early. Machinery is maintained to prevent breakdowns. Next is concurrent control. Inspectors check fabric stitching and finishing to catch defect yearly. Staff are supervised to ensure hygiene and proper handling. Machines are monitored during use to spot problem and quickly. The last one is feedback control. Vote and Vibes regularly monitors customer feedback and sales. We quickly address quality or fit issue and track returns to find recurring problems. The last one is inventory and sales data are reviewed to manage stock efficiently. That's all from me. Thank you.
So, from all of our discussion, we come up with the conclusion. So, in this conclusion, by doing this presentation, we get a new valuable experience during our discussion. Apart from that, we also got a chance to use our critical thinking and improve ourselves. So, other than that, working together help us see different viewpoints and learn from each other's strength. This experience will be useful in our study and future career. Finally, we are really thankful for this experience. It shows us how important teamwork. So, thank you. That's all from our team.